I'll never forget the way she looked at me that night, like my very existence embarrassed her. "Don't come to my company gala," Olivia said, lips pressed in. "Why not?" I asked. Her frown deepened. "I told everyone you're a lawyer, not a garbage collector." The words hit harder than any punch. I stood there in my uniform, the smell of the city still clinging to me. She winced like I was proof of some failure. "I'll tell them you're in the hospital," she added coldly. "Stay away." I walked out without another word. But I didn't walk out defeated. I walked out planning. At first, our marriage had been warm. She once smiled at me the way women smile at men they trust with their life. Back then, my job didn't matter. I was the man who held her through storms, who built her a life from nothing. But somewhere along the way, she decided nothing was enough. The signs were there. Her phone face down at dinner, late nights at meetings, laughter that wasn't meant for me. I ignored it. I told myself it was stress. Until that night, when she spit venom at me like I was a stain she couldn't scrub out. That night, she buried the last of my loyalty. So I started watching. Olivia underestimated me. She thought because I drove a garbage truck, I couldn't think 3 moves ahead. But I knew her better than she knew herself. Which nights she stayed late. Which mornings she showered twice. Which messages made her smile. And then I learned about him. Lucas, her boss. The man whose voice I heard low through her phone when she thought I was asleep. The man she dressed for. Not me. I didn't rage. I didn't confront. I documented. Screenshots. Photographs. Hotel receipts slipped into her purse carelessly. I built a case the way any lawyer would. Ironic, considering she wanted me to pretend to be one. The more evidence I collected, the calmer I became, because I knew where this was going. Her company gala was the perfect stage. Black ties, sequin dresses, 100 of her colleagues, all the people she wanted to impress. She wanted me invisible. So I made sure I was unforgettable. I arrived in a tailored suit, sharp and deliberate. No trace of the man she thought she could discard. Olivia froze when she saw me near the ballroom entrance. For a split second, I saw fear not of me, but of what others might think. She hurried over, whispering through clenched teeth, "What are you doing here?" "Supporting my wife," I said calmly. "Isn't that what husbands do?" Her hand trembled as she gripped my arm, desperate to drag me out. But it was too late. The lights dimmed. The stage brightened. The microphone passed to Lucas, her boss, her lover, and my target. He started his speech, praising loyalty, integrity, teamwork, hypocrisy flowing smooth as wine. That's when I moved. I walked up to the stage. The crowd hushed, every eye following me. My presence wasn't on the schedule. That was the point. "Excuse me," I said, taking the microphone. "I just want to thank Lucas personally." Murmurs rippled. Olivia's face drained of color. "Thank him," I continued, "for keeping my wife company during all those late-night meetings, for taking her to hotels I paid for giving me these beautiful memories." I tapped my phone. The projector screen lit up. Photo after photo. Olivia with Lucas. Hotel bills. Messages. Her laughter frozen in betrayal. Gasps. A glass shattering. Someone cursed. Olivia lunged for my phone, but I stepped back, my voice steady. "You wanted me to lie, Olivia, to pretend I was someone else. But the truth deserved a stage." Lucas stammered, his career unraveling in real time. The board members' faces twisted in disgust. "Please," Olivia begged, "we can talk about this." I cut her off. I don't talk to liars. I bury them with the truth. The rest was chaos. Olivia chased after me, but I kept walking. My phone buzzed with calls from her, from Lucas, from coworkers desperate to salvage the wreckage. I ignored them all, because revenge isn't about noise. It's about silence, the kind that follows when the truth detonates and leaves nothing standing. I left the gala with my head high, the taste of freedom sharp in my mouth. For years, I have been a man in the shadows, dismissed, underestimated. But that night, I became unforgettable. Olivia wanted me to vanish. Instead, she did. Her reputation, her affair, her marriage, gone in one strike. And me? I didn't need applause. I didn't need pity. I just walked the night, steady and calm. She thought she'd ripped me out of her story. But I was the ending.